Our first production was in 2007 and it's now 2017 and I don't know where those 10 years have gone to. But also I think, 10 years is worth celebrating. But without having kind of planned it, we're about to embark on our most complex and probably challenging production ever.
Beyond the End of the Road is a celebration of Northumberland and its rural communities. It's a musical and a very lovely story about a group of people who inhabit a small village called Place. I think that this project is important because Northumberland is one of the biggest counties in England. The communities are quite far apart from one another, the rural communities, geographically. Anything that bridges that gap and brings people together on that level is well worth doing. The communities have been involved in decorating their halls for the event, so they are providing the whole atmosphere for the evening as well.
Everybody who came initially to the story gathering workshops worked around a great big canvas where they were encouraged to think about their place, to tell us stories about happenings, traditions, concerns, characters. So there's very real voices within the piece, and that was a brilliant encouragement and dialogue to have.
That was when it happened. A bloody great otter jumped out of the water, right into my hands, my very hands.
There's a part for a 12-year-old girl, a character in the whole story.
It's a school night.
I got Auntie Evie's message. I came to get you.
Your hair. You look older.
You left.
There's also a community choir at each venue and they've learnt the song and they will hopefully come along on the night and sing it because it forms part of the story. So yeah, there's loads to get involved with, and I think that's one of the really special things about the project.
We raise our voice to the sky above. Try that. We raise our voice to the sky above. With joyful song we fill the air.
It's very important to keep communities going. I feel a lot of the villages, they're more like commuting villages now, and it's good to have things like this because it keeps everybody together and you get to know different people.
It's the glue that binds communities together, cooperative activity.
And I think from the point of view of the choir, to be able to be involved in a production with professional people and be involved as part of a choir member, a very amateur choir, I think that's been really good.
Are we?
Very. No, we're really, really good amateur choir.
Today is the first day that we've all been able to come together. The cast have been working with Katie on music, so they've already started their journey. Today is where the story enters the room and meets the music.
Riding in. God, this hasn't changed, Alec. Not since my day. I bet Abe Suter still sits over there.
We've started with a read-through, so we're really looking at how the story flows rather than how people are playing the parts. So we all then own the story from day one.
There is such a phenomenal cast. They are absolutely brilliant. They are all professional. They've brought so much into the rehearsal room every day, consistently. It means all I really have to do is really listen, observe and shape, because they are all creative artists in their own right.
You're an opportunist, a chancer. It's called survival of the fittest. how I see it.
You can't see past the end of your nose.
I see you, Bobby. I see what you're all about.
Okay.
Because I'm here all the time with our mother, night and day.
Only because you got here first. Does it make you feel good?
Don't you ever mention her name again.
Just to be thinking about how well this is going to be received. I think it's that being on the edge of something new and then getting into a performance and seeing how people respond to it. I mean, I love that anyway, but I think this is going to be very different, so I'm looking forward to that.
One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is actually just going out and seeing all these little villages. So actually just getting out there in the wilds and just meeting people from the community. This would be a full-scale production, and to actually have this coming in is something that they would never normally get at all. And I think it sparks people's imagination. I think it encourages people to start setting up projects of their own and to feel like they have some sort of ownership over art rather than art's something that other people do or that happens somewhere else. That, you know, by bringing it into the community, it kind of the community is then able to kind of take some form of ownership of it.
Be welcome, be comfortable, and let us begin. But before we do, there is one thing you should bear in mind. In the tradition of so many stories from the past, it is approaching midsummer. Anything could happen. And happen it will.
I think this is an illustration of where a local production company has got together and they've really drawn on everything that is in the environment here in Northumberland, the stories, the scenery, the environment, the people, and that's what really makes it so special.
Welcome to the Mart.
I've seen the most powerful and amazing show I've seen in ages. All the acting performances made you feel like you were there, and I loved that. I sat in the front row for that reason. I wanted to feel part of it, and it didn't let me down, that's for sure.
You're an opportunist, a chancer, called survival. But the finished. Yeah, that's how you see it. You don't want to know how I see it. You can't see past the end of your own nose. I see you, Bobby. I see what you're all about. I'm here looking after our mum night and day. Only because you got here first. Sold to Alec Lockhart for £3,700.
There's loads of things that were said that had personal comment, which struck home, maybe struck notes with me about my family and stuff, and I just thought it was very, very well done.
You tell us. You tell us all about Billy Waller. Is Billy Waller in?
Yeah, I'm here.
Here he is.
I was out fishing this morning. Yeah, you know, I was looking after me own. I know what you're thinking. And it was in a legitimate piece of water.
I think the local audience involvement is unique, certainly from our perspective, because you know that's quite unusual as far as I'm aware. But it was also so we felt really involved in it because they were almost in amongst us, and it was very, very close up and personal.
And then it happened. This ruddy green dot looked into the water right in my hands. My very hands! And I didn't know where you got the bigger freight hit on me.
I can't believe how amazing it was. I didn't expect for 1 minute it was going to be as good. I mean, it was absolutely amazing.
And Gay and I have seen lots of shows in London, and this comes up there with them.
There's nothing left.
There's everything left.
Listen.
I feel relieved. It seems like this is all I've been doing for a very long time. I feel very proud of the entire team at November Club that we've actually got to the other side of it, and we've created something really special. I'll miss the team, the ensemble, you know, and the tech team, and I'll miss the conviviality of, you know, we made this, we got it on, and it was fantastic watching the performance every time I saw it, and seeing it grow. I feel very privileged to do the job that I do, because really it's for shows like this that it all is worthwhile, because there's a lot of sweat and blood and tears that goes into, you know, making these things happen. Years in the planning, because that's how long it takes to make performances, productions that can have real resonance and make real connection with communities.